We are live. Yes, we are. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning to another segment of In My Element with Neela and co-host Randall Turk Ray, though I don't know where he is for the day. No communication, so I don't know. Maybe he's still asleep. I don't know. Okay, but he ain't here. But we do have a guest this morning coming on this morning. We're going to be welcoming Alderman elect Patricia Tillman. She's well, when you say Alderman elect, let me ask y'all, when you say Alderman elect, doesn't that mean that they've already been elected that position to that position, or does it mean that they are one of many or two or just one of those who are up for election? Well, this is what I want to say. She's up for election for the aldermanic position for the city of Chicago, the 21st ward. It is the city of Chicago, the 21st ward. And so she'll be coming on with us at the half of the hour to enlighten us with what is taking place. So stay tuned with us and everybody. Hey, Wayne, so good morning. Good morning, everybody. I just can't see y'all. I know Wayne is in the comments. Oh, there's my co-host. There's my co-host. There he is. He's only 5 minutes late, like he always trying to tell me about me. But might be the owner of the show. Me, he tried to tell me about my time. But he ain't talking about his own. Okay. Mm, mm. With that being
I
said,
got an excuse though.
we ain't got you can't go tell NBC that shit, so don't tell it to me.
When you start paying NBC money, I'll be okay.
Better be glad you're getting that with my non-employment ass, okay? Look, you better be glad you're getting that with my unemployed ass, okay? Hey, Jonathan, good morning from Africa. Oh, you know what? You need to stop rubbing that up in my face. Give my people my love. My, my, give my people my love. Give my people my love. Tell them they got a sister over here, a true diehard. Tell them I'm sending love from the States. Woo! Love from the
Where
States.
you at in Africa, Jonathan?
Love from me. He out there by the Ivory Coast. Him out there with the big people. Him out there rubbing elbows with the
Which
big.
country are you in, my brother?
It's a group of them too. How beautiful is that? West African travel group. That is
Oh,
awesome.
they in West Africa,
Cape Town.
Cape Town.
That
That's
is all.
South Africa.
That's South Africa. Well, I thought it said South. I guess no. I think it's just an African tour group. I don't think it's South Africa. Right, right. Yeah, I think
Well,
it's just
Cape Town is South Africa.
yeah, Cape Town is South Africa. You out there where the diamonds and all is. Bring me a diamond back, y'all.
Gee, there's diamonds everywhere in Africa.
No, I know, but that's the movie.
Gold,
Go,
plutonium,
go get me some
platinum,
like that. Go
lithium, and
one
then
now.
it's what's the one that they do with the batteries? Start with an A.
Ooh, are you serious? Here we go. He said, "Give me a
It's
beat."
this cinnamon.
Hey, wait, like Janet Jackson, give me a beat. Whoa!
Shoot, if he is, I'm getting ready to come up over here so he can get big screen.
We get ready. Wow, listen. Man, this is awesome.
Let me move out of the way. We are about to see the motherland.
Well, we're gonna wait till he comes on because Yes, because this is awesome. Oh my God. Oh, don't do this to me. That is definitely a
Now
bucket list.
that is Black History. This is how you close out Black History Month.
Definitely close out my book. We got 8 more days left. Shoot, up in this bad butt, brother. We got 8 more days left. Close out. We don't never close out Black History because that's 365 days a year. You better ask somebody. I'm just saying.
Me and Lee was watching something on YouTube. When I tell you that we have created this country from top to bottom, everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything.
Everything.
Even the stuff that they have taken credit for, like Eli Whitney and talking about he invented the cotton gin. No, he didn't.
No, it was a black.
Thomas Edison claimed he invented the light bulb. What did he invent? The glass that go over the filament? Because Lewis Latimer invented
The light bulb.
the filament which holds electricity to create the light.
Yeah, I talked about him last year on the show. Ladder. He was one of the people on the list.
He's got so many patents, it's crazy.
It was a lot of them that had a lot of patents, but the
Yeah,
dark part is
and a
that.
lot of women too.
But the thing about their patents, there were people making their same exact stuff with a little wing on it, or a tongue, or an ear attached to it, or an
But
eye.
people didn't want it. They wanted the original thing. That's how the saying came. I want the real McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a guy named McCoy that invented the cup that goes over fittings for the railway systems to keep the wheels greased and all mechanized parts greased and oiled.
Wow.
And when he got it, everybody wanted it. I'll talk about that later. Here go Jonathan. I'm out.
No, no,
Hey,
you don't have to go.
Alabama,
You don't have to go anywhere, Turk.
my African special brother.
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
We're doing fine. We're doing
I
fine.
know.
Yeah.
You
We're
over
here
with
we're
the
here in Cape
ancestors.
Town. I haven't seen many ancestors here in South Africa unless they white.
No, okay,
Uh,
yeah, you're right. Oh, is it still real predominantly white over in South Africa still?
there's a huge white population here. So, I mean, and it's historic. It's from how they settled here in South Africa. I don't know. I don't pretend to be a South African historian by any means, but the evidence that I see, there are a lot of white settlers here. So, but
Wow.
but it's good to be here. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's
And
beautiful. I just
and there's
want you all
Delma,
to do me one favor. Bring me a diamond back.
huh?
One diamond.
I can't hear out this ear right here. What'd you say again?
Diamond.
You passed your spelling bee, didn't you?
Hey, Jonathan, all you got to do is bring
Hey,
a rock and tell her it's a raw
and tell her,
diamond.
it's a diamond.
It ain't been cut
That's
yet.
that's exactly what I was gonna do.
I know him
All
when I
right,
see him, though.
but
My
we're here
eyes
with
are in the train. So, what have you all done? How long are you all there?
we're here for the week, and we've toured Table Mountain. We did that yesterday. We
What?
were going to go over to Robben Island today, but the weather prevented that. So we kind of had a free day today. And tomorrow we're going on the safari. Um, Wednesday, okay. Wednesday, yeah. Today is Monday, isn't it? Monday, Tuesday. So Wednesday we're going to a winery And Thursday we're going to Robben Island. That's it.
Robin. So what prevented you from going today? The weather, was it raining?
The weather, it was rainy and it was really windy, and we had to take a boat over to the island, so the waves would have been too strong.
Okay.
So
That's a
so
good.
they were they were very very preventive.
Yeah.
They're very safety conscious. So
And I don't
we
blame,
didn't go.
and I
Yeah.
like that in them. Unlike in the States where anything goes, I kind of like that in them, that they are very precautious about that. Unlike with those boat trips that have went bad here, where they had those people on those boats that turned. Yeah, that's good. You know what? I don't never get mad at them at the airport when they say we're gonna be taking off an hour later because of the weather. Because I'd rather be down on the ground than be up in that air and so,
and be safe.
That's true.
right.
That's true.
I'm like, okay, wherever I'm trying to go, I'll get there. I'll let them know I'll be there when I get
There
there.
you go.
I ain't got
Safety first.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Always.
So you guys are with a tour group, though, right? And
Yeah. Yeah. We're with a buddy who works for the airline, and he just got a bunch of people together to celebrate his birthday, and
Nice.
so we're celebrating his birthday tonight, and he invited me and the gentleman and I to come and help him celebrate, and we said, of course. So
So what's the food like?
the food is pretty good. The food's good. There's a lot of American influence over here. We just saw McDonald's and a KFC and a Krispy Kreme and a Krispy Kreme today. But we're in Cape Town, so Cape Town is almost like being in
Chicago,
New York.
Like being in New York, or Chicago, yeah, yeah.
LA, New York, or Chicago, yep.
Yeah. So I mean, it's very Americanized, but it's in Africa, so.
Yeah, and plus you got to realize once again you're in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Not in right. You're not in West Bank and all that. You in Cape Town, and you're not gonna get. Well, you can get, but when I come over, when I come to Africa, I want
when you come to Africa.
Yep,
That's
when I
it.
come to Africa, that's it.
Not if.
It's coming because there's too many of my friends, close friends. You guys are there and everything, and then went there, and I got to be there because the drums, the rhythm, it's just calling me. It's like, girl, come home. Come here, come check us out. And I gotta go. I can't wait, but I want to eat native food. I don't want no American nothing.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of native food.
So you want hippopotamus and fufu?
Yep. Yep. That's just what I want.
I don't know what that is, Turk. I don't think I'm having it.
Fufu is real popular in Africa. It's like smash
grits,
maca root, and it's like a mashed potato, but they eat it with their hands.
But it's gritty.
And you dip it in this sauce and eat it. I know an African guy in Chicago, and him and his wife had cooked dinner, and we went over there. Jollof rice, you want to get you some jollof rice.
Really popular, yeah. Jollof rice is really popular.
They should be selling that at McDonald's too. I think they sell jollof rice at the McDonald's over
there. You don't want no McDonald's jollof rice.
I'm not going to McDonald's.
But do they sell it at the McDonald's though? Because like in Hawaii, they have the sticky sweet rice in Hawaii at the McDonald's. That's why. Okay. Do they have it there at the McDonald's?
I don't. I have not stopped at the McDonald's.
I don't blame you. But I was.
I mean, I don't stop at McDonald's in America. Why would
That's what me either.
But I'm still curious.
Nothing against McDonald's, YouTube. I'm not talking bad against McDonald's, but I don't.
We just don't eat it. We left it to the kids.
There you go. But
exactly.
But we're having a good. Delma wants me to show you a view. I don't know if I can.
Oh do yes.
Karen say it's yams ground.
The
fufu.
Ground yams.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a meal in it, a cornmeal or something in it, because it's gritty. The
one I had wasn't gritty; it was smooth.
She said that's what fufu is. Mine had a little chew to it though.
Mine didn't. It was smooth, like mashed potatoes. And
I
he
know
had a dipping sauce.
it's right because we did it when I was at the Ethiopian restaurant. Uh-oh. There
Okay.
we go.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No problem. This is
Hang on.
awesome. This is a great
I'm
Monday.
gonna try to show you this. I don't see it.
I'm feeling the connection the vibe connection coming through.
Okay.
My people are calling me.
Hey.
Oh,
Okay. Hang on.
oh, my people are calling me. Oh.
You open up all the way. All right. Okay. I don't think you can. Okay.
Oh my God.
That's let's see. That's from our hotel room. That's demo won't get out the way.
Oh my God.
Trying to show you Table Mountain.
What mountain is that?
Okay. Table Mountain.
Table Mountain.
That's behind us, yeah. And that's Cape Town.
Wow.
That's downtown Cape Town right there. And that's about all I can show you from here.
Yeah.
But that's the view from our hotel room.
But that is a beautiful view to have.
Yeah.
What hotel are you all staying in, Jonathan, over there?
It's a Marriott property. It's called the Protea Fire and Ice Hotel.
Oh,
it's not bad.
You are staying in a Fire and Ice. I think they have one of those in downtown Miami, don't they?
I don't know. I don't know.
But it's been on the list. No, I think I'm thinking of Dubai. I think I'm thinking of Dubai.
Maybe in Dubai. I've never heard of a Fire and Ice hotel, but it's nice.
You see it in their magazine. It's in their magazine. That's awesome, y'all. Oh my God.
Yeah, having a good time.
And the
nice vacation. I'm sorry.
The rooms are like suites.
Yeah, the rooms are nice. The room is real nice. Yeah.
Wow, nice. That is awesome.
Just wanted to say hi and check in. Don't cry. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
That is awesome. You all enjoy your stay there.
We will.
Bring me a diamond back from the Diamond.
You spell so well.
Diamond.
Diamond. Yeah. Okay.
Diamond. Put it together. Diamond.
Very good. Okay.
You and Delma enjoy y'all time. Enjoy.
Post a lot of pictures, Jonathan.
We will.
Okay.
Especially try to post a lot from Robbins Island when we go there Thursday. So.
Looking forward to that.
Yes. Yes.
Bye, you guys. Go back. Right. Get back to your show now.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jonathan.
Awesome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Felt the vibe. I can feel the adrenaline. I can feel the spirit realm. I could feel. Wow. I felt the fullness in me. The connection came through. I could feel the vibration in my body. I could feel it. I got to go to Africa. I got to go. I don't give a rat's butt about Australia, France, Europe, none of them. I got to go to Africa. I got to go to Africa. That's it. That's all. And let's see. Hey,
you know, at one time, Africa was connected to Australia.
Before the waters, right?
Before the tectonic plate shifted.
Mm-hmm. And that's what broke the countries apart.
And made other continents sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Yep. It's a whole continent underneath the ocean.
More than one.
He said the natural beauty here is extraordinary.
I know it is.
Imagine. Oh my God. Jonathan, I seriously, I know y'all thought I was joking. I'm really not joking. When we
Jonathan said, Yvette said the look on my face is priceless.
look, when we
I'm
connect,
I'm just
I
stunned this
felt
morning.
the spirit. Felt, I felt the vibration. I felt that. I felt it all up in here. I felt the vibration all up in here. I was like, wow,
Well,
that's
you remember what Richard Pryor said
wow.
when he went to Africa? He said he looked around and he looked around and he said he saw people that looked like his cousin, and he seen people that looked like Ned the Wino. He said, dang, he's like, these brothers look just like all of the brothers in America. He saying, guess what? Everybody in the audience was like, what? He said, I didn't see not one nigga.
He said, not one nigga.
Not one nigga.
Boom. Boop. Okay.
I was like, touche, Richard.
And we're going to leave that one right here in the story.
And you know, Cape Town is slowly being taken back over.
Yes, slowly.
They have a shanty town that is all white in South Africa.
He said Richard Pryor is correct. Not one nigga. Jonathan experiencing it. Yeah, I already know. Jonathan, I'm telling you, I felt the pull. I felt the vibration. I felt the spirit. I felt it when we were connected on the screen right now. Right now, I'm still feeling it because of the connection. I'm telling you, the vibration is strong. The energy is strong. The energy. I know I got to be there because the energy is strong.
Original DNA.
I'm feeling the energy. It's very strong. And I've already been put off, and people, before I colored my hair, put it that way, because they don't color their hair. The women don't over there. A lot of people thought
they wear weave and everything else over there. They color their hair. They Americanized the 4,000.
But a lot of the Ethiopian women don't. They don't. And a lot of people thought I was Ethiopian.
You don't look Ethiopian.
I think I look like Liberian. I look like one of them. He said, we did see a shanty town when we were flying in. Hope to tour one. Ooh, make sure you post it, Jonathan. Make sure you post it. You know what I meant to ask you, Jonathan? What time is it over there? Like right now. It's 8:26, almost 8:30 here. What time is it there? Man, I know you're ahead of us. He said, you look like Neela. He said, you look like Neela. I am Neela. I am Neela. The champion. The blue champion.
It's 4:26.
Okay. In the evening. In the early evening. Okay, so if it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4.
13 hours?
8 hours.
Oh, 8 hours?
Yeah, you 7 hours ahead of your time frame. They're 7 hours ahead of you. They're 8 hours ahead of me. 10,
wow.
12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're 8 hours ahead of me. 7 hours ahead of Eastern time zone.
Mikhail say when you go to Africa, you don't want to come back here.
I know.
He say, and if you there for any amount of time, you will automatically lose weight because of the difference in the food.
Yep.
He say, no matter what you eat. He say, even if you eating meat, because they don't make stuff with all of the chemicals. They don't raise the animals with chemicals and all of that. And they're free range. They don't have no mass produced farms and all of that stuff over there.
They don't have them in Hawaii either, though.
Wait a minute. America is the only place where they do that.
Mainland. Hawaii don't even have it. They don't have those manufacturing farms over there like that.
They're not good for the environment.
No, they're not getting ready
to destroys the land.
And you know what? They're not finna let them put them over there unless somebody go over there and try to strong arm them and take over their stuff.
Yep. Even in Europe.
In Hawaii either. Hey, milk, dairy milk in Hawaii high as hell. It's high. It is extremely high because they don't have dairy farms in Hawaii. They don't have dairy farms over
I
there.
didn't know that. But all I know is everybody in the world are feeding their people real
Real
food
food. Except
and not genetically modified products, not all of the hormones and antibiotics that they're shooting up in these animals, that make a 10 and 11-year-old girl look like she 18 because they're getting steroids and all of that stuff, and their bodies are developing much faster than they should. Um, they're getting their cycle early. It's crazy. It don't make no sense. If you know this stuff is harmful to your people, why would you continue to give it to them?
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are here with Monday's match, and we have had a match this Monday. I just want to let y'all know.
We went to
We had
Africa.
Jonathan Branch on with Delma, his wife. The branches were on, and President-elect Branch and he and his wife were on, and they were in Cape Town, Africa, South Africa. And they just came on and gave us a view of the downtown area of Cape Town. Beautiful. It looks just like the
Beautiful.
picture. It looks just like the pictures in the book.
It looked like Hawaii or something to me, with all of them beautiful mountains in the background of the city.
Looks just like the pictures in the book when you look at the pictures in the book about Cape Town.
Well, in Europe, they advertise Africa like we advertise not the Mediterranean.
Like we advertise Paris.
Like we advertise the Caribbean.
Like we advertise Paris.
No, because Paris ain't tropical. Africa is tropical. That water is so pretty and blue, and the land is just gorgeous. And everybody thinks this all jungles and elephants and stuff. They got some houses over there that rival Bel Air and Hollywood and all of those beachfront properties and stuff. Africa is off the chain.
Howard Clifton said, "Money, money."
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Steely said it's so many of us, we are expendable. Okay, expendable. Okay, hey, Yvette, good morning. And let me see. Let me go back. The expression. She's talking about the expression on your face. The natural beauty here is extraordinary, like Jonathan said. It is unreal. And Alma said, "Thank you for sharing, Jonathan." Divine, good morning. We were talking about the fufu over there. She said it's ground yams. And so the little nuggets might be some of the pieces of the yam that's still hard and that hadn't what I was chewing, because it's like it was like
you got a bad batch.
Well, no, and then
or either different people cook stuff different ways.
Yeah, they sure do. They sure that you can say again. You can say again, because I mean I've eaten lots of Nigerian food.
Corinne said the men are given land on their 16th birthday to build their compounds. I follow a couple over in Africa. The husband is an African guy and his wife is American. And they moved over there and they're living off of the grid. And when I tell you their home and their compound is beautiful, they got chickens that's free range on the property. They got goats. They got mangoes, pineapples, papaya, avocado, just all kind of greens and tomatoes and squash and sweet potatoes. And the sweet potatoes are purple. Mm-hmm. They're not like the sweet potatoes we have here.
The meat is purple.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now
I
see
got
that,
some of those. They had some well, they had some in Whole Foods, but I went to a different store where I had gotten some of the purple
and they're
yam.
not real big. Like
No,
the
you
ones we
right
have,
about
the
yam.
ones we got are not real sweet potatoes. Well, actually, there are sweet potatoes. They're not yams because it's a difference in a sweet potato and a yam.
Yeah, it is a difference.
The yam is the original species of the sweet potato because the sweet potato is made from a hybrid of yam and white potato mix to make a sweet potato. That's why they get so big. And they're not skinny and more tubular like a yam.
Hmm.
But when I saw those purple ones and the husband was saying this is the original color of a yam. He was breaking it down.
Wow.
And they got a lake on their property and they got fish in it and they just live off of their land.
That's how you supposed to get it out.
There's other families that have compounds that are connected to them, and everyone has a concrete wall around their structure.
That's how you supposed to get out. Well, we are state. She said they go out into the world, stack the money, and send it back. And white. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, Bonnie, good morning. So
We
we are
have a guest.
bring our guest on, our next guest on this morning. You guys stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. We are bringing on aldermanic, but in the aldermanic race. Actually, she is a write-in. They did not allow her the benefit of having her name printed on the ballot. And that's kind of funky. But she got to do what she had to do. And so therefore she came in as a write-in, and she's pushing to make sure that people are aware of who she is, why she's running, and she's here with us this morning. Let's welcome
And is she related to Dorothy Tillman?
Oh, well, she's here. We're gonna ask her that question. Okay. Good
I
morning.
know her. I know this Tillman lady right
Good
here.
morning. How are you all?
Good morning.
What's
Good morning,
happening?
Tillman. How are you? Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely, definitely. So you are in the race for the Chicago 21st Ward alderman race, right?
Absolutely.
Wow, wow. So tell us a little bit about your background. What makes you want to run? The 21st Ward covers about 111th, 115th.
No, 123rd to 83rd from Ashland and Vincennes, and it can go as far back to State Street. But from 119, from 123rd to 119, it covers like Stewart, back to Stewart, and then from 119th, it varies. It goes from like Wentworth, then a certain area of it covers Harvard. And a certain area. So at 83rd to 87th Street, it covers State Street. So I just say State Street to have it covered. You know, it can't go as far back as State Street. Yeah. Right. My background is I was born and raised in Morgan Park. My mother was born and raised in Morgan Park. I have three generations of graduates from Morgan Park High School.
Woohoo.
Right. My son was the all-star catcher for the Morgan Park All-Star League baseball team, right? So he played at when it was called Cellular Field. He played on the White Sox Field Park, right? Where we call the White Sox.
Right.
You know, so I was born and raised in Morgan Park. I've seen when Morgan Park had so many Black-owned businesses, you know, and you two seen that too. We all grew up in Morgan Park, you know. So I've seen how Morgan Park has went down. You know, under the leadership of these aldermen that has not put the money into our community as they should have. You know, when I started this race, it was 14 of us running for this seat as aldermen in this race. I had the second most signatures out of 14 people when we filed our petitions in this race.
Wow.
So I am a threat to anybody that's running in this race. Now there's 7 candidates left, and I still have the second most supporters in the race. Now, if you go to the board of elections, and research that. And the Board of Elections will show you that I am the second most, I have the second most supporters in the race. I was falsely accused of a crime. I was falsely convicted of a crime. I served my time. And the judge that actually sentenced me to this crime has recently been booted off the bench by her superior judges. See, she's an associate judge, and the circuit judges has kicked off the bench recently. That's even on the back of my flyers that I'm passing out. Yeah.
So wait a minute. You're telling me that you were recently, and you all, for everybody that's out there right now, this is Patricia Tillman, and that is who you would write in on the ballot. You're telling me that a judge placed a bogus charge against you.
She wrongfully convicted me of a crime. It was a fist fight. Let me say this. First of all, it was a fist fight. Okay. The young lady had a weapon. She hit me with a weapon. She spit in my face, and I reacted.
I probably would have too. Okay.
Okay. They say that she was beat up, and I went to prison for it. Okay, but it was a fist fight. Multiple times while I was representing myself, because I have some background in being a and being a self-promoting person, right? No, self-promoting. And I represented myself in court. I went pro se. Okay, because I didn't have the money to hire an attorney at the time.
Self-represented.
And the public defenders wasn't doing their job. So I went pro se.
You know what? You need to talk to Carlos Massey, because he's got a class action lawsuit going against the judicial system in Illinois for all of these bogus judges and lawyers and prosecutors that have been railroading people for years.
Absolutely. And see, when I did that, they have constantly told me, and I have it in my transcripts, that you cannot represent yourself pro se. When I represented myself pro se, multiple times that they had made rulings on me and I filed a motion, the chief judge would reverse their rulings and send it back to them and allow them to reprimand themselves before they had to. So it made it look a little better for them to turn around their rulings opposed to the chief judge reprimanding them. Okay. Yeah. So after I kept writing my motions, they told me that you can't write no more motions. How can you deny me my constitutional rights of representing myself?
Yep.
Well, they did so because every time I represented myself, their rulings was overturned. So to keep me from representing myself any further, they tried, well, no, not they. Judge Angela Patron, she tried to deem me mentally unfit for trial, ordered a fitness evaluation for me, and the psychiatrist came back and told her, Ms. Tillman is very intelligent. Ms. Tillman knows the law. Ms. Tillman just will not accept any injustices, not even from you, Your Honor. She just won't accept it. So at that point,
this is on record.
Which is on record in the transcripts. In the transcript.
Everything is teletype, right?
Absolutely. All of this is in the transcripts. And so at that point, when he deemed me and told her she understands the process of representing herself as a pro se litigant. She understands it totally. She's very intelligent. She say, well, they say Ms. Tillman have an adjustment problem. She's just not going to adjust to this nonsense. So she say, well, is there any medication for her adjustment problem? The only medication for my adjustment problem is justice. You can medicate that with justice. Give me some justice. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So when he told her that I was fit for trial, at that point, I should have been allowed to continue representing myself.
Right.
Mhm.
And I was not. But anyway, we are here in the middle of downtown when this happened. 33 North Dearborn.
Wow.
There's multiple cameras. You got the state's
Right.
attorney building right there.
Right.
You have multiple banks right there.
Yep.
The cameras are everywhere.
You got the federal building, all of that down
You
there.
have,
Right
yes,
there.
and we're right there. It's smack in the middle. And they said, the state's attorney said that there was multiple surveillance videos, but they didn't capture the incident. How was there
Yeah,
multiple?
right.
This is in the transcripts.
Stop.
This is in the transcript.
Say none of the cameras saw the fight.
Now, Lynn. You stop
None of
that.
Honest to
You
God,
stop that.
if anybody can go,
stop
and
it.
all of this is public records that I'm telling you.
It wasn't kept.
Yeah.
Go.
None, all of a sudden, wait, the young lady that I had the incident with, she said, all of a sudden, before Miss Tillman hit me, I don't know what happened, but my body cam stopped working. No, you turned your body cam off before you spit in my face and hit me. You know, what you didn't know is I fight back.
She was a police officer?
She was a ticket agent. She write tickets downtown.
Oh, so she's a
And we got-
meter maid.
Yeah. And we got into a heated conversation. You know, we went back and forth. And y'all know we grew up signifying. We talked a lot of
And you
stuff.
got out on her. She ain't know you had been around the desk.
Here we go. They say that Yvette say those judges are something else. And when you said, you know, you had to hit her back, Steely said we all would have reacted that way. And Yvette say they never do those public defenders. They never do defend you. And so Steely want everybody to know. I want everybody to know, by the way, that Patricia Tillman here is part of our class of 83, Morgan Park High School. She went to Morgan Park and all out there. I've been knowing Patricia since we were little shouty shouts, like about 13 years old. We've been knowing each other a long time. And I'm so happy for you, Lynn. And you know, I call her Lynn. That ain't for all y'all. I call her Lynn. But Lynn, you know, I am very happy for you.
Thank you.
We have Rosalind on in our audience. And hey, good morning, CCI Radio Show. Thank you for joining us. And Bonnie, we have Rosalind Cook, who is on the show right now watching, and she wants to know, you said you were 3 generations in Morgan Park, right? She
Absolutely.
wants to know what's your generational family name.
Pattersons. The Pattersons from 117th and Vincennes.
Okay. The Pattersons from
And we were right across the street from the Kimbros. You know, the Pattersons, Kimbros, and Grays.
Yeah.
Those was the most popular. Well, I won't say that, but we were the popular families out there. Let me say this though. I had the most signatures, second most signatures in the race.
What I want to get back to. You had the second most signatures out of all of the aldermen. Do you call it alderman elect? Is that what you
automatic election of the 21st ward, which is the 34th ward, Kerry Austin, and the 21st ward, Howard Brookins combined now to make the 21st ward.
Right. They are doing away with 34 and they're moving it to the north side.
Right. So I was on the ballot. As a candidate. I was removed from the ballot because someone challenged me. Knew that I was wrongfully accused of a conviction, and he challenged me. And they placed me off the ballot. But they're allowing me to run as a write-in candidate, which makes it more difficult for you to win the seat because people be like, write you in. Well, that's not really a difficult task.
Right.
Just type my name.
Right.
Just type my name. And when you say you want somebody to go down there to the city council and fight for you, I am the person. I will fight for you, and I will bring back all the resources that are allocated to our community. And I will make sure those resources are used for our schools. I will make sure that those resources are used for us to develop new housing programs for the people in our community so that they don't have to go through the red tape of buying up these abandoned buildings and these vacant lots. They allow people from the outskirts of our community to come in and buy up all this property that they have raised our taxes and taken from us. We should be the first ones allowed to buy this property.
Yeah.
And actually, the aldermen of our wards have the authority to make this happen in our community. But it's too often that they get in these seats and all they do is think about themselves. So they take the money and direct it wherever they want it to be directed to.
Oh, yeah.
Like they say, this TIF money. You sit in city council as an alderman, they vote on where this money goes. So I was at a forum the other day and all the candidates, they either said, we don't know about the TIF money or the TIF money is already allocated, so we don't have anything to do with that. That is a lie. Your alderman that represents you has the right to vote on what they want that money to go for.
Yeah. What it goes.
TIF money is tax increment financing that comes from our community from the taxes that we pay. The aldermen that has been representing us, they allow them to source out our tax money to take care of other communities instead of fighting for our tax money to come back and to support our own community.
Yeah, because a lot of times we need to have buildings that need to be coming down. I mean, I've been fighting for 3 years now about this building on my block. It's a house. It needs to come down.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was under Brookins too, but I'm no longer under that ward, 21st ward. So I'm out of the
Not only that, I'm a construction worker. I've been a construction worker for over 30 years.
Yeah.
So when you're saying you need your potholes fixed, you need your street lights on and things like that, I will come and put back on my hard hat and my steel toes and come out there and make sure they're doing the job. I will be an alderman that comes out and supervise the job and make sure it's done. Because some people have been waiting years to get a tree cut down, years to get a pothole fixed. I have a love for construction. So I'll come out there and tell them, hey, look, you know this don't take that long. Get that fixed. Okay? I'll grab a shovel. You're right. I'll grab a shovel and a saw and saw a tree down. I mean, and that's just the type of alderman that you will have representing you, you know. And I promise you, I'm a fighter. I will make sure that the resources are brought back to our community so that we will have the chance to grow and compete on the same level as people out in Glenview, out in Schaumburg.
Oak Lawn. Hell, let's not go to the suburbs as the people in the Gold Coast.
The Gold Coast. And see, now,
Park.
If we bring more jobs, I'm going to say this. I'm a construction worker, and there's many times that I have went on some of these construction sites that was in our community, and they have told me you have to live in the zip code. So you got neighboring zip codes. You got 60628 and you got 60643, right? We're neighbors. So the aldermen say, well, if you live in 60628, you can get the job. I say, okay, I got that address. I live in 60628. Well, we only had 5 jobs and we gave them away. But you have a site where you got 200 peoples on there. And I'm looking at white, Mexicans, and Polish.
In the zip code.
Right. They don't live nowhere near. They're not even a neighboring zip code. But they have these jobs where our aldermen signed off and allowed them in our community to take these jobs. But they did it with giving us 5 jobs. And I, as a minority, sit there to see if we actually have any blacks or women on the job. And look, and there's none. There's none. When it should be at the least, 50% of our own community working on these jobs. We have enough people in our community that are actually skilled carpenters, plumbers, electricians, and so forth that can do the job. We have enough skilled craftsmen in our community that can build a Sears Tower.
Yeah.
And so for you to come for our aldermen to allow them to come in our community and we don't have a seat at the table, or if they give us a job, what they do is allow us to work part-time while them other people are working full-time, double-time.
Yeah.
If I am alderman, I promise you that at the least, half of the people in our community will work those sites. They can't even work in our community if the aldermen don't sign off on it.
And like Yvette said, Robinson said, happy birthday to Mama. Hey, Divine, happy birthday to my. Oh, happy birthday, Mother. Oh my God, you better have Mama watching this. Happy birthday, Mother.
Happy birthday.
And she said, may she continue to be blessed. That's right. Today is her birthday.
Yeah.
And then Rosalind said, I remember the Kimbros. I came from the popular and outstanding Jones family. My uncle Emil Jones, who was the Illinois first Black Senate president, is my mother's brother.
Well, I sat on the board of directors with Emil Jones at Streetwise newspaper for the homeless. We empowered the homeless. We helped the homeless become self-sufficient, and we housed the homeless.
Yeah, that's
employed, housed, and helped them become self-sufficient. A lot of Streetwise vendors that I helped took money and went to school. They paid for their own education. You know, they bought houses and things.
Yeah.
Emil Jones, I love Emil Jones. We sat on the board of directors together at Streetwise.
That's awesome. Yep, that's who Rosalind Cook is. And so she's the niece. That's her uncle. And so Yvette say you correct. They seem to only try during election time. Excuse me. After that, you don't see anything. Not enough togetherness when needed. I wanted to run for office myself to help out. Everybody said, happy birthday, Mother.
Happy birthday, Mother.
Happy birthday, Mother.
Happy birthday, Mother. And see, that's another thing. We need programs in the community for our senior citizens.
We do.
When I become alderman, I promise you, I'm going to pamper our senior citizens. See, my grandfather, he lived to be 86. And I used to take him down on the lakefront with me, right? I was a young teenager and he was on the lakefront with me. I would ride my granddaddy around the community with me, you know, because everybody had them Monte Carlos at the time. So he bought a Monte Carlo so I could have me a Monte Carlos, you know. and I'm telling you, I pampered him. We went out to eat. We just had a ball. I love my senior citizens because we learned so much from them.
Yeah, I love my senior citizens.
Because we learned so much from them.
And that's a problem in our community. There's a disconnect between the youth and the seniors now.
Absolutely.
Dishonor and disrespect.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And not only that, I was at the forum, and they don't invite me to the forums. Let's get this correct. So when people are wondering why they haven't heard from me, they purposely do not invite me to the forums. Why? Because the things I do from the heart. They talk about the things that they have done for the children and the community, but they've done it through a non-for-profit. The things that I have done for the children and the community is from my heart and out of my own pocket. Like taking kids to Disney on Ice. Like taking kids to the circus, like just taking kids, renting buses and taking kids to the water park. Things like that.
I used to
getting them out of their environment that they're used to being in and never been anywhere.
I have
having them to come to church.
Was put in my car, strapped in my car. All the kids and parents say they could go, and taking them away to a downtown, just to the zoo, to the Lincoln Park Zoo.
Absolutely.
You know, because ice cream. You know, a hot dog and an ice cream, they happy. But they happy out the neighborhood.
Just to get out the neighborhood. And you'd be surprised of how many children have not been out the neighborhood. And when I become alderman, I'm going to make sure we have field trips for the kids within our community to take them to see the outskirts of just the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know,
they need to know that.
They haven't even seen downtown.
Experience people. They need to
I
see
will bring programs into the community so that we can have overnight daycare for mothers that have to work at night, that don't have safe places to leave their children. There are so many times that mothers that didn't have a place to leave their children, they're out working and their kids have gotten placed in DCFS because they had to leave their child unattended while they go out and make a living for them.
And like she say, hey, wellness, thank you for joining us. And like she said, Yvette said, correct, Neela, disrespect seniors. And then she said, that is the problem. They feel like you care too much when you say it because you're doing it from your heart. She said, that's how they treat me. Bonnie said, all I got to say is I became an ambassador at my son's job at Climb Zone. And in April, there will be a tournament for all high school and celebrities, high school children and the celebrities of the Climb Zone thing. So that's a good thing. You know what? Here's the thing that gets me is that the fact that you had to become a write-in, but yet you collected more signatures
than anybody.
Yeah. Even including
one person had more signatures than me.
Brown.
Just one.
Brown.
And it was 14 of us in this race. So even the candidates that's still running, it's 7 of us now, and me as a write-in. I still have the second most supporters in the race.
I have never in the history of Chicago politics heard of so many candidates running for alderman at one time.
For one office.
And I can tell you this. People, they're trying to make it difficult for me, but I'm going to say this. It's different. Because people are used to seeing your name on the ballot. It's different. But if you write my name in, just type my name in.
Patricia Tillman. Patricia
Tillman. If you go to the bottom of the ballot, and punch right in and type in Tillman, I can fight for our community. And this, when they sent me all those surveys to fill out those applications for endorsement, I did not fill out one of them because I don't want to be owned by them when it's time to vote at city council. I don't want them to say, well, you can't vote for your kids to have this in their school because we're against this and we endorsed you. So you got to vote the way we want you to vote in city council.
And see, that's a problem.
That's why I vote for my people. Huh?
That's why Trump got to be president. People are sick and tired of politicians that are being nothing but puppets.
Politics.
Yep.
Politics.
So it is different and it is a change. And if you want to change, you need to type my name. That is the beginning of the change. Type in Tillman. And I promise you, anybody that know me know that I will fight for the right of our community.
That's
for the people, by the people. That's what the things and politics needs to go back to.
By me working for you, you will have the decision. I will bring it back to the community and allow you all to make the decision on how we're going to run our community. So many times I've heard those other candidates say that you need to have a leader that you can trust and just let your leader make the decisions. Absolutely not. I will be transparent. Okay?
Was it absolutely not?
Absolutely not. No. Don't even let me make your decisions. Make them be transparent.
Let it be a unified decision made. That's what I'm talking about. Unification. Absolutely. That brings people together. That gives everybody a voice in what goes on. That makes everybody accountable for anything that goes on out of the ordinary that should not go on, and you're there witnessing it. That holds people accountable. That will build people up. That will make people be responsible to do something correct and right. That will make them want to do something even more so because they're also seeing the changes in their own community. And they're lifting up themselves. You're lifting each one, reach one, teach one, beseech one, baby. That's the way I
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I tell you.
Let me go into these real quick. Let's see. Bonnie say, Rosalind said, you'd be surprised how many have not been downtown. My parents used to whoop me for going out of the neighborhood. I always wanted to know about other communities. And Kimberly said, my mother was the summer field trip mama. Every year, we flew out for the summer. My mom had trips planned for about 10 of us. So God bless you for your love for the children and seniors. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yvette said, they don't want her caring too much. They will have to spend more to clean up our community. They are not willing to give money to help. She is too much like right for them. That's what Yvette say. You too much like right. And Rosalind say, the only person who can make it difficult for you is you. And she said, and Yvette said, they are controlling. And Rosalind say, sister, be true to you. And Bonnie say, well, fitness. Oh no, she said, hey, fitness. And then Rosalind said, you represent your constituents. You are to serve your constituents.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
And it'd be like working for the mob sometimes.
I ain't worried about the mob. I ain't worried about the mob. The mob don't want to mess with me, baby.
We ain't really.
Not at all. Let me say
this. We gotta talk about that.
Because our community, my main focus is making sure our children get what they deserve. Okay. We have been an underprivileged community for too long. When I grew up, Morgan Park and our area was the privilege.
Yes.
So that's what I want to see again.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Don't blame
me. Yeah. Yes. We man, it's went down. And it's because of the leadership.
Yep.
It's because of the leadership.
Yep. And
I bet you the new leadership is not from Morgan Park.
Say that again.
I say the new leadership there, I bet you they're not from Morgan Park.
I'll say that it's been Carrie and Brookins.
So Carrie Austin.
Yeah, and Brookins. So I'm running for both of their seats. It's a combined. Carrie Austin.
Well, we on here, and I know I can't say certain stuff, so I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. Because if, like they say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all.
Right. Allow me to represent you all. And I promise you, my first 30 days, you will see trees coming down that you all have been waiting years to get cut down, and no one has responded yet. You will see these trees coming down. You will see these potholes fixed. We will have programs that will go in and rehab senior citizen homes for free. Okay, because they have paid their debts to society.
Mm-hmm.
And why is it so difficult for them to get the resources that they need?
Hold on. Not only that, they paid their tax dollars too to society.
Okay. And so now you let the tax money go somewhere else outside of our communities when it can be brought back to help our senior citizens. We are entitled to that money.
Yep.
But the only way you get it is if you have a leader that will go in there and demand that we receive our money.
That we demand that we receive it. Demand that we receive it.
Rosalind Cook say her alderman was Wilson Frost. I worked for Wilson Frost. That's how I got my job at the Chicago Park District. Me and Dave Smith worked for Wilson Frost for about 6 years.
And let me say this, they're doing everything right. I was the only write-in candidate. Now you see a Sawyer. They didn't put 20 signs. Say I got one sign here. They put 20 of his signs near mine, right? They've pulled up all of my signs. And somebody say, put some more down. I will not. Why would I do that? You know, but you're pulling up all my signs. Then you're paying somebody else to run against me. Politics.
Yeah.
It's a politrick, you know? And they know no one is better fit for this job than me because I love our community. You know, it's time that we get these crooked people out of office and keep them out of office and have somebody that just love people.
Yep.
And Rosa said her grandfather mentored Wilson Frost to become alderman. And then Yvette say, not saying like that's a lot of things, but you must be loyal to what is you must be loyal to it what is what I meant. And we need someone like you to get that job done.
Yeah, Emma Jones and my grandfather.
Thank you.
And my father were very good friends. Emma Jones and his brothers and sisters went to school with my dad.
Yeah, I remember seeing them standing over there talking with Emil one day. He was in a car or something. They were standing like almost by Big Bill's house.
Yeah.
It was that alley. They were standing right there at that alley talking.
Mm-hmm.
He used to always be all loosely in the neighborhood. He was never one of those protected politicians.
No, because he was real. Yeah, he was from the community. He cared about our community.
Yeah,
he took care of our community. He wasn't no sellout. He was not a sellout.
Him being one of those protected politicians. I never remember. He was always just loosely out, hanging out and about.
And then he didn't need no police protection because everybody loved him. You know, it wasn't like he needed police protection because he was stealing from the community. That wasn't happening.
They have told me that too. You running around here running for alderman, you need protection. I said, no, I don't. I haven't done nothing to nobody. My people gonna love me.
Yep.
They're gonna love me. And let me say this, my office is at 87th and Halsted, right next door to the Currency Exchange. It's 808 West 87th Street, 87th and Halsted. That's where my office is located. I can
be right over by Jamal Green,
right next door to him.
Okay, all right, because I see that big bus sitting there, and I figured if you say about a currency exchange, I know Jamal Green is there. It's a little store that sells cigarettes and stuff like that.
Who's Jamal Green?
He's running for mayor.
Oh, okay.
And I can be reached at 872-362-0358.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. What is it?
872-362-0358.
All right.
I'm going to bring Little League back to our communities. You know, I think we need a Little League team in every precinct. So that we can have the kids compete.
Down all of the Little League teams?
All of them. None.
What?
Absolutely none.
Yeah, remember when they took those boys took their win, their big trophy? Remember they took the little black kids' trophy to give it to the white kids? I will
say Jackie Robinson is the only Little League in our ward now. We have to bring back Little Leagues in other precincts within our ward so that they can compete.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. We have to bring back simple things like talent shows. That will keep the young ladies out the street.
Busy.
They will be dancing and talking about, girl, especially if we put some rewards behind it.
We don't need no talent show where they all got to just go up there and got to go and do all that all the time.
No, they don't have to do all that, but it'll make it fun.
No, a talent show consists of more than just dancing.
It does.
It's singing, is
modeling,
acting skills,
poetry.
Yep.
Yes, and not only that. Some of the young
playing
ladies
piano or instrument.
We need to bring the sports back, period. Even
Absolutely.
in the schools. Our schools are lacking because they're trying to impose that way of understanding and knowledge on our children, which do not adopt to that exactly too much because of our energy. Our level of energy, Black kids' level of energy is totally different. Not that all children aren't, but there's something different about our children and their energy. And they need to have things that keep them active. You know,
absolutely.
Sports, the arts, all kinds of stuff, painting, all of that stuff has been removed out of the schools. They don't have auto tennis no more.
The swim, like Rosalind Cook say, what happened to the swim shows? You know, when Chauncey retired from the Park District, you don't see all of them programs in Ada Park no more like you used to.
And we have to bring it back. And we have to bring it back. And the only person that can bring it back and will bring it back is me, because I've seen it. I know what we had. These other people that are running for alderman in this ward, they don't have any idea of what Morgan Park used to be. So they can't bring it back. Not only that, we have to teach our kids who they are. We have to teach them their history. We have to. We can bring back after school programs that will teach them. If you say
And
that
keep
you
them
don't
out of
want
the
it in the
streets.
school, we're going to bring it to the community so that they can learn who they are and give them a self of pride and knowing who they are and letting them know that they can become anything that they want to be.
Give them a sense
Let me say something to you.
to make
By
it
me going through
easier.
the injustice system, I know what they're doing. They are
to be.
indicting these people, giving them criminal records,
Yep.
and when they take them into custody, injecting them with medication which are mentally messing up our children.
Yep.
Okay, so when they come out, they're mentally messed up, and they're doing this on purpose. How do I know? Because they tried to medicate me. And if I did not have the skills that I have, they would have been able to do it.
Yvette
They
says
would have
she's
done
willing
it.
to help.
This judge who has been voted off the bench. Now I want to know how many people need to be rescued from the psych ward. Because I send multiple
That's
people
deep right there. Wow.
Send multiple people for fitness hearings. And the first thing you will do when they deem you mentally unfit and you know you're not, you're going to fight, you're going to resist, and they're going to dope you up.
Yep. Yep.
What she didn't know, had they deemed me mentally unfit, I wasn't going to fight. I was going to walk back there and figure out how to write some emotions to come from up under it. The only reason
everybody ain't like you. And
the only reason I did not get sent, because when I went to see the psych doctor, I told him last night, I wrote another motion that an outside entity evaluate me because I do not trust the Cook County judiciary system. I do not trust Cook County municipality. So if you deem me unfit, I need you to know that I will have your license and you will never practice medicine again. He said, did you? I said, I filed it before I came to see you. So whatever you deem me as, whatever you deem me as, just know that I've already put in a motion for an outside entity to evaluate me. Okay? So you need to know that. And they was over there, Miss Tillman, you need to come to do this. You need to come back to the courtroom after I finish my business. You know what I mean? I need to file these motions before I come see y'all. You know, and that's another thing. We need to have people in our community that will stand up for the injustices that's being done to our children.
Right.
Integrity.
Some of them are doing crimes, but if they have nothing to look forward to, what do they have? Nothing but a life of crime to look to.
That's it.
There is a resource desert in our community. There are no resources for our children, and that must change.
Yep.
And there is money in the city council on the 5th floor that are allocated to our communities, but we just don't have the people that will go down there and demand it.
Okay. And
I will demand it.
Okay, Roslyn said, my mom is Elsa. He still is loosely in the neighborhood. He did not need protection, but try something with him and see how many people are protecting him. The Little League was awesome. Swim shows. And Steely Karen said comedy. And Yvette said, I think I remember you at the Dixie Stock Kitchen years ago on 130th and Halsted. All the political parties used to come in, a lobbyist. All the political came in. I used to be a manager there. She said, great. Ever since they rigged that baseball game and took it away from Roseland, they stopped everything but a Little League. And she said, am I willing to help? And so a shelter. And Roslyn said, It's all connected. School, sports, caring families, support of one another, teaching respect, whether it's your child or not. Parents must know not to allow your children to be medicated. Nope.
Absolutely.
And Yvette say they give them shots soon as they come in through process in the county. She is correct.
See? And people want to say, don't listen to her. She's crazy. She don't know what she's talking about. No, you would rather sell your people out than to tell them the truth and help them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the candidates that challenged me, I put out a question. I said, what would you do to help the people in the community if they was convicted of a crime or falsely convicted of a crime, to help them be productive citizens in society and have a second chance at life? What would you do to help them? And they was, I have a foundation that helped them and do pro bono work, and I write their clemency paper for them. I say, really? I said, but you're the one who challenged me and knew that I was wrongfully convicted of a crime, and you challenged me and had me kicked off the ballot. So what would you really do for the people that has not had a chance to turn their lives around?
Nothing.
You have nothing for them.
That is the question of all questions.
And then now we have all these candidates sitting there that's running against me that know that I've been wrongfully convicted of a crime. But are you all saying anything to try to help me get that overturned? No. The thing is, let's keep her out the race. But see, the Board of Elections has allowed me to run as a write-in candidate. And if the people in our community write me in, go to the bottom and type me in, then I can represent you. It's different. It's a change, but that's what we want. We want change.
Well, at least that's what they say they want. At least that's what the mouth says.
Absolutely. 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 You know, but it is. It's time for change. It's time for you all to elect somebody that will really love you.
Yep.
Someone that will actually fight for you.
Yeah.
You know, the people that are running, I promise you, you will be sorry. You will be sorry.
You'll be sorry.
No, seriously. Because they do not have a genuine love. It's for the prestige. It's for the name. It's for the control.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for the people.
See,
It's not.
Yep. For that money.
It's for that money.
Do you know who I am? Excuse me. Excuse me.
I met a lady at the polling place yesterday, and she said to me, she said, what are you going to do if you are elected? I said, well, I'm going to start by bringing some overnight daycares into our communities so that the young folks or people and grandparents that's raising their grandchildren will have somewhere to leave their children that's safe. You know, I said, I'm going to cut down the trees that these seniors have been asking to be cut down that's giving them plumbing issues in their houses. Those trees cause plumbing problems.
Even though that's our oxygen, we're going to look at the health part of it.
All trees don't have to be removed. Just the ones necessary.
Just the ones necessary. As I said, the ones that's causing plumbing problems to the senior houses.
And you can also replant new trees after you take the old ones out.
Absolutely.
And put in some that don't seek the water pipes.
Yeah, and that's
true. We got a lot of poplar trees and a lot of elms in Chicago. And those are trees that search for water. And a lot of the plumbing in Chicago is old. It's still old clay. Yeah. Those old clay pot pipes. Yeah. So the roots can grow into that clay.
Yes, they do. Because it's
and porous. Clog them pipes on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And so it costs too much, to have it replaced. And you can't roto-rooter it because if you do, it'll tear the clay up, and now you still gotta dig up your whole front yard and have a plumber come and rerun all of that pipe from inside your house to the street. That's going to cost about $10,000 to $15,000. And
But
people
see,
don't have that kind of money.
You know what? Here we go. I've been in the trades for over 30 years. I have friends that would do volunteer work for senior citizens. You see what I'm saying? And we could take some of our tax money, that TIF money, to pay for the materials.
Yep.
To do this work for our seniors. You know,
and
this is
Karen say the pipe filled with lead.
This is their money. Yep. Their money. We're not asking for nobody else's money. We're asking for the money we're demanding the money that they put in be put back into their community to take care of them.
She said, make sure that your soldiers are at the polls working. You definitely need people who are going to be very mouthy. You need people who are definitely going to step out and say, hey, wait a minute, before you go in, just let me show you something. This is what they're trying to do. Just so you'll know what's going on in your community, just let me inform you. Right now, there is a person that is not on the ballot, but had collected everything they needed for the ballot. They are a write-in. And to show you the love that your community has from the person that is the write-in, here's what we're doing. And have that little write-up and let them know to write your name in. You got to have some darn soldiers. You got to have some soldiers at these polling places.
Let me say this. The soldiers starts right now, right here on this platform.
We are here. We here to bring you in.
Can you still see me?
I hear you.
We can hear you. You just froze.
I don't know where I just went to. Okay, wait a minute.
Tap your screen. Just tap your screen.
Girl, wait a minute. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. Hold on.
And say, Roz will say, Roz and Yvette say, they say it's designed to make sure you don't have any type of STD or anything of the sort, but you feel some type of way once you get that shot. The side effect is crazy. Steely say the rot roots will continue to grow. Talking about them darn trees. Pipes filled with lead. Yvette say mouth and action, two different things. Ha!
There you go.
Yvette said mouth and action are two different things. And then Yvette say correct. And also there are people, their people get the jobs first. The other people, the public people, don't get the jobs. The political party families get the jobs first. Yep. People that's in the politics, they make sure that all their friends and all the people who they're trying to kiss up to, they just make sure, well, tell your daughter and your granddaughter and your grandson that we have some jobs over in the Morgan Park area that we need to fill, and the hell with the people that live there. And Yvette said, yes, the root of the trees grow, the more rain, the roots grow up under the toilet and come up through the toilet, causing floods and all that in your house.
Yes. And that would be the number one thing on my agenda is getting those trees down. That's costing a lot of people money. And then the city tried to say, well, it's your job.
I ain't got a tree and the flooding came in my house. So I know.
Yeah.
It's trees all around me, but I ain't got a tree of my own.
You know, and here's the platform here. Yes, I have to have those people out there at the polling places for me. But if I have you to vote for me and you tell the people that you know to vote for me and you tell them to tell the people that they know to vote for me, that's a chain reaction right there.
Write her name in. Patricia
Write my name
Tillman.
And you got to tell people.
Yeah, Rosin is right. I agree, Rosin. And I told Christelle this too. I said, you know what? She needs to have some people that know her well enough to know how to present her to other people. Plus, your soldiers need to be recruited by you. They should be a reflection of you, your soldiers.
Well, can I get you to work the poll for me, Nilla, on the 28th?
On the 28th of February?
Absolutely.
I might be free. That day.
Thank you.
I might be free.
Thank you. And everyone that's listening.
I might
Have
be.
your
I
people to
can't
come
say
out.
for sure. I don't know what's happening with my brother
Okay.
yet, but I might.
Okay.
I think so far. Well, let me look. I don't think I got no date for that day.
Just need to spread the word. Hey, y'all, we have one of our own running for office. We have one of our own running for office of the 34th Ward and the 21st Ward, which is now the new 21st Ward.
Yep, and Bobby Norman said you keep doing what you're doing and be the representative that you are. Rosa said I'm working the polls in South suburbs.
That's
Okay.
all right. You can start spreading the word right now that we have a write-in candidate, Patricia Tillman, our very own. You will not see her name on the ballot, but you have to go down to the bottom, punch right in, and type in Tillman. Type in Tillman.
Patricia Tillman, 21st
Yeah.
Ward aldermanic race.
Patricia Lynn Tillman. And I promise you, I will represent our community to the fullest. I will demand that the resources are brought back to our community. Girl, what is you laughing for?
Do you know, somebody asked me, they like, Pat brother such. I said, Pat, who the hell is Pat? They said, Pat, you was done talking to. I said, I don't know no damn Pat.
Lynn.
I've been calling Lynn since we was 12, 13 years old. I ain't never called her no damn Pat or Patricia.
Yeah.
I never knew her damn name was Patricia, ever. I'm like, Lynn? They like, Lynn? No, Pat. They didn't know who the hell Lynn was.
Yes.
I've been knowing Lynn since we was 13 years old. I know better. No.
Yes.
Right.
But I am very excited about the opportunity to be able to represent our community. Yeah. I truly believe that I'm going to win this election. I truly believe that. Yeah. And the reason I believe it because I have not done any of the dirty politics that they have been doing, and I'm not going to do it.
Right.
I just want to continue to work to better our community, to help our children, and to help our seniors.
Yep. Say better our community.
Even at the time that I got wrongfully convicted for this crime, I was working for the state of Illinois, the Department of Rehabilitation. I was a personal assistant to helping veterans and senior citizens. So I am a caregiver by heart.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
You're a mother, you're a grandmother,
I am.
You've done
I am.
Yes,
and then I have resources. My son played pro baseball, so he have a love for baseball, which will bring some of these activities as far as baseball is concerned back into our community. Yes. We need little league teams, football teams, soccer. Yeah. We need these things in our community to help elevate our children. We really do.
We really do. Lynn, my heart goes out to you. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come on to the show and give us your time. Give us your
Thank you.
Thank you so much. She said, how is the 34th Ward and 21st Ward the same ward? Explain. It's the same now, Lynn. They combined the 31st, 4th Ward, and the 21st Ward together. And
the rezoning.
They're making it all one ward, which will be 21st. They're taking 34 and they're moving it to the north side.
Absolutely.
Go back and watch the show at the beginning and you'll hear all about it. Everybody, I got to
say, Nina, for bringing me on.
No problem, girl. Reach back and give back. Somebody needs your smile. Somebody needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need a bag of chips, a sandwich, a bottle of water, and just an ear to hear. Whatever the Spirit puts it on your heart, by all means, depart and give it away, because the Spirit is using you as a resource to service someone that it wants to deal with at that moment. And don't worry about, I ain't got such a, don't worry about it. If the Spirit put it on you, it's going to provide. That's it. That's all. Also,
if you want change, write my name.
If you want change, put in Patricia Tillman, Patricia Tillman, Patricia Lynn Tillman on the ballot. And that is for the 24th ward, 24th, the 21st
21st, 2-1.
Yeah, for the 21st ward alderman elect, write in Patricia Lynn Tillman, or just Patricia Tillman. They know who the hell she is. It ain't nobody else on the write-in, right?
They put somebody out there to try to run against me, Sawyer. So they put him out there to distract people from the Tillman. They keep on coming up with something.
Roderick Sawyer?
No. It's some Sawyer, but it's not him. No.
Oh
no. They put the Sawyer name out there so that to distract.
Right. So they put the Sawyer name so people can get confused.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing after another that they're coming after me, trying to keep a distraction from me. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
And it ain't. And it's keep it just like it is. Once again, write her name in. Patricia Tillman, Tillman, on the ballot. If you are voting and you live in the 21st or the 34th ward, write in Patricia Tillman for alderman. And that goes today all the way up until February 28th. God bless.
And they're voting right now. They are voting on 119th and Green at the library right there at 119th and Hosted.
Yep, they have early voting going on right now. So you guys can get in with your early voting, or you can just wait till February 28th.
But we got to come out in groves. We have to come out in mass.
Rice groves, yeah, and mass grove. So am I getting paid for that day to work the polls?
It's volunteering, sweetheart.
Oh, okay. It's not the polls that I'm working in. It's yours.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because you can't say Patricia Tillman inside them polls for me. You got to be on the outside saying Patricia Tillman.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely. Everybody, guess what? Don't wait. Go vote early, though. Get your voting in early.
Yeah.
That way you ain't got to stand in line on the day of. And then it's good to get it early anyway. Plus, it's a beautiful day. Go on and get your voting in. Get your early voting in while you can. And February 28th, you can sit back and watch the polls on the TV.
Right.
You can see who winning on TV. And
bottoms up. You win. If I win, we all win.
That's it. That is because you are a winner. And they said they redistrict the ward. Correct. Neela are perfect for it. The job. Rezoning. And then Yvette said, Neela, you are perfect for the job. Steely say, don't wait, go vote. And Ross said, that is because you are a winner. And Steely came in and said,
Thank you.
Now. And Jonathan said, she sounds like a candidate for the people.
Thank you.
Let me see who this is. Hold on. Hello.
But y'all have to spread the word for me. You have to put it out there for me.
We'll spread the word for you. It looked like I thought that was probably coming from my brother's hospital, but it ain't. Everybody, God bless y'all. Remember, God loves you. God loves me. God loves everybody under the tree with a big back patty wag. Give you God some praise, because God has kept us all of these days. Boop.
Absolutely.
And all of y'all already know love, peace, soul, and hair grease. And if your scalp is itching, please wash your nasty head before you condition. But before you go to the polls, make sure you write down Patricia Tillman in the alderman-elect for the 21st Ward Alderman race. Patricia Tillman.
Thank you. Love you all. Thank you.
Love you, Pat. God bless y'all. Have a great rest of your day. And she said, press on, soul sister. You got this. That's what Bobby knows.
Thank you. Love you all. Love you all. Hey, we'll be celebrating at my office on February 28th, 808 West 87th Street. All are welcome. 87th and Hosted, right next door to the currency exchange. Please come out and celebrate with me.
That she gonna hire me to cater the food for the
absolutely.
Boop. And I got you. Everybody, God bless y'all. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. What? Bam! In my element with Neela and co-host Randall Turk Ray. Be there or what? Be square. See you tomorrow morning. Peace out. See ya. Peace.